just love doing big visual movies. That's what it's all about for me. I won't do a movie about lawyers or doctors, probably ever. And so as soon as I discovered the world, I got really excited because I'm older than you. I grew up with the original. I remember sitting at the Paramount Theater in St. Cloud, Minnesota, I think in '63 or '4 when Thunderball came out. And that movie, I mean, underwater stuff, Thunderball and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I saw both those at the same theater. And they blew my socks off. They were so cool. And so I realized this is sort of my, right now, as much as I love Bournes and Bonds, I love them both. But they're the same in essence. They're the same kind of genre. And it's not at all like the ones I grew up with. The first Sean Connery, James Bonds, where they had all these it's almost a fantastical world with bigger than life bad guys and great, you go all over the world and it's, it's gadgets and vehicles, and I just thought, oh, this is my chance to do that. That's what I got excited about. So.
Well, I've been fortunate that I've worked on a number of very deeply held things, from Harry Potter to Transformers to Batman to a lot of them, and they all hold the same requirement, I think, which is you really want to work really hard to satisfy why somebody became a fan. And at the same time, the rub against that is there has to be an evolution, or else you actually won't like it as a fan. So how do you bring the fan along the evolutionary process is really the trick of it.
Yeah.
Because somebody said to me the other day, I heard this doesn't look like the '80s animated show. And I looked at him and I said, well, I sure as hell hope not. If we made an '80s animated movie right now, it would look absurd.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So people get very rigid about it,
And so I do a lot of reading. So I was reading the comic books and looking at the cartoons. I looked at some of the cartoons, but they tend to be not nearly as helpful as the comic books. Comic books have got the characters came to life for me more, the world and stuff like that.
And you've almost got like a bit of a storyboard to work with there, don't you? Like with the comic books?
I don't work, for some reason I just did it on my own. I actually never even thought about that. I didn't try to make it. I heard, isn't that what Watchmen try to do? Like literally do that. I think maybe people are more, with graphic novels, they're more slavish to them, which I think is not necessarily a good thing.
Well, the fans would get us to pay a lot more attention if they weren't so negative. Because what happens is there are so many people that are so negative that you just have to shut it off, because it would shake your confidence. And it's unfortunate because fans have helped us too. We want to know who the favorite characters are. When you take a mythology like Transformers and G.I. Joe.
I remember. I've never seen a movie or a director as viciously attacked as Michael Bay and Transformers 1.
Really?
On the internet, it was just an unbelievable onslaught of he's going to that was a big quote. He's going to ruin my childhood, and we all call them the internet movie haters, because they hate movies. They really hate, and they want to hate. And all my friends is flying down because I don't get on it. I can't, because I'm going to get hacked no matter what. But everybody's been saying that because a bunch of people now have seen the movie, and what's out there in the internet movie hating world is shit. We're all going to be pissed off. The webmaster's saying you guys are all going to be pissed off because you're not going to be able to hate this movie. So I think that's good. That's the best you can ask for, is that they can't hate your movie. Because they want to. Real time to, like Lorenzo will tell you, there's more story and character in this movie, and yet it's super fast. That's one thing. Every time for the last couple of years, movies keep getting longer and longer. And my friends and I and all my workers, everybody always comes out of movies, no matter, even if they say they love the movie, they go, but it was a half hour too long. It's 20 minutes too long. And this one I said, you know what, I don't want anybody coming out saying it's too long. And man, it is a rocket ride. Like the last few times I've seen it, I'm like, is it too fast? Can people keep up with it? And they can. And what's funny is that the younger adults have harder time watching something that's come out of the festival. The kids totally get it. I just kept telling Paramount this is their first movie with me. I said, you guys got to trust me. I said, some stuff's going to hit the floor. You're going to lose. It's inevitable that couple $100,000 may hit the floor. But that's like a couple scenes hitting the floor. And in any movie, even low-budget movies, a couple scenes hit the floor. And so it's really the studio has to trust you, and I have to. And like I said, I've had my team of editors. I have 3 editors. They've all been with me since. 2 of them have been with me since film school. One's been with me for I think 12 to 15 years, something like that. And so we're really good, and we just work really hard. We don't know if we have any talent, but we work harder than anybody and longer.
This has only just begun.